Okay, on the last one, I like I just said, I'm a beginner also. Don't pay attention on the getting the yellow to the top part. And the last video, don't pay attention to the sides. Just pay attention to whether you have a cross with no corners, a cross with one corner, or a cross with two corners on the top. If you have just a cross, you just hold any side towards you and do this algorithm. If you have a cross with, say, one corner yellow and the rest are not yellow, you hold it with this corner towards you. If you have a cross with two corners, hold the two rows that are solid away from you and do this algorithm. You have to do it 2 or 3 times. Now we're moving on to doing the corners, and then we'll be finishing up the last move. You'll only have to do 1 of 2 of these, and I'll explain that in a second. But for right now, we have red and orange, blue and orange and green. Those are our 2 right corners. You see orange, green, blue in the center, blue, orange is done, green in the green center. So we're gonna hold this with the 2 back right ones to the back side like the picture. And then we're gonna do this algorithm right here. We're gonna do right inverted, front, right inverted, back, back, right, front inverted, right inverted, back, back, right. Okay, somehow I messed up on that one, but once I spun it around a couple times, it was right. So, I don't know, I went to put it back in the way that it was when I thought that I had messed it up, and it come to find out it was right. Now, when you're looking at the corners, all the corners are right. Now, you have 2 possibilities. You either have no edge pieces that are correct. Now, this is the hard part, so practice this one. Once you get past this, and you practice these other things that I've showed algorithms, then you'll get to the final point. Now, these are clockwise and counterclockwise for the final edge pieces. If you notice, all my corners are lined up. Everything's right except for these edge pieces. Now, it doesn't matter which one of these you use if you don't have, when you get to the corners being right, you need to check to see if you have either one or no edge pieces correctly. Sometimes when you get to this point, you'll have them all correct. So you'll look up and you'll already be done. But if you're still watching this video, then you didn't look up, and you got to do like me. So we're going to do the first one. And what this does is this spins pieces clockwise and counterclockwise as far as these middle ones are concerned. So let's do front, up, left, right inverted, front, left inverted, right, up, front. Now we should have, there it is. We have one center correct. We have all the other sides correct except for these pieces. Now this is where you have to figure out which one of these you use. You use either one of them if you don't have any correct middle pieces. Once you have a correct middle piece, you hold it to the back and then you decide which way this needs to go. Now, if that goes that way, it would be clockwise, but it doesn't. It needs to go this way. So it needs to go counterclockwise. It needs to go that way. So we'll do this one right here, and as long as we don't mess up, we're done. We did it. Alright, it goes like this. Front, front, up inverted, left, right inverted, front, front, left inverted, right, up inverted, front, front. And there you go. If you got it right, congratulations, great job. If you didn't, don't get frustrated. This is the hardest part. So jot down them algorithms right there, and remember that moves these three center pieces. It'll move them clockwise and counterclockwise. And the one before that was this one, if you didn't have time to write it down. And remember to note on this one, if you have two correct corners, then you can hold them diagonally and do this algorithm, and it should make them so they're on the same side, and then you hold them away from you so that these are your two right corners. And that's that. Just if you go through all the videos and practice the steps, the first one is kind of like a free-handed. I show an algorithm, but you just kind of do it on your own. I felt like it gives you the feel for, working the algorithms, and I hope this was able to get at least one person that couldn't solve it to be able to solve it, because now I can do it, in just a few minutes. I'm no speed cuber, but I am a beginner. I do still mess up, and I do still have to follow these algorithms. I don't have them memorized. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what all you learned along the way. Let's see what we got here. First, you did the white cross free-handed, and then the white castle, and then you had to do the second level. And on these algorithms, this will move this spot to here and to here, just like in the diagram. And then when you got done with that, you had to do the yellow cross. You hold the yellow square in the center and do this one. If you have a V, hold it to the left corner, do the same one, and it should give you a line. When you get the line, you do this one, front right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. And inverted is counterclockwise, whether you're talking about the front or the back. And then when you got done with that one, you had to get all the yellow to the top. And then these were your final two. First thing, you have to get the corners correct, which is what we just did. I hope that you got it. If you did, congratulations once again. And then once you get the corners, if you don't have any right pieces in the middle, you can do either one of these, and it's going to give you one right side. Hold that away from you, and then find out if you're going to need to move the three last pieces counterclockwise or clockwise, and then use the right algorithm accordingly. And I hope this helped y'all out, and y'all have a great day. It's been fun. I'm proud of myself for being able to do this, and if you got it done or you've been working on it and you're almost getting it, then congratulations. Keep it up, keep practicing, and Way to go. I'll see you around later.